Kyle,
Keith?
we are the Galactic Emperors of the Galactic Empire Work League. As you know, our faithful Imperial citizens. This week, we thought we'd kind of pull the curtains back on some plotting.
Yeah.
Some trade negotiations that we think might have been going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, I mean, we got 12 teams trying to win, well, probably 11. I don't think Wally's really trying to win a championship.
Wally's always trying to win.
Well,
we'll see how he does it.
Yeah.
But this week, we're not talking about Wally. We're talking about our friend, Mr. Murphy.
Blake Murphy.
And potentially how we think some of his negotiations before getting Robbie Anderson might have gone down.
Yeah.
Take a look.
That tracker,
so here is Blake. Blake's odds are very low. He doesn't think he has a chance to win the championship, but he's got a plan.
He's got a plan, and it's just crazy enough that it might work. But first, he needs to go to an expert, somebody he really trusts.
So you know where he goes?
Could I do it?
Twitter.
Of course I could do it, but I can't do it. I'm a little tied down right now.
Boss, what is happening?
Union dispute. You do not want to hear about it. But, lucky for you, there's exactly one guy I trust who can crack that kind of security. He's a master codebreaker, an ace pilot, a poet with a blaster.
Oh my, it sounds like this DJ Moore fellow can do everything.
Oh, yes, he can. You'll find him
on
with a red
Wiseman's
blonde
team.
rim on his lapel, rolling at a high-stakes table. In the casino, on Canto Bight.
Canto Bight? No, that's... Maz, is there any way that we can take care of this ourselves?
Sorry, kiddo. This is rarefied cracking. You want to get on that destroyer? I only know one option.
Bring
Find the
all
master
your
codebreaker.
firsts. There you have it. It seemed like it was a plan that was just crazy enough that it might work out.
But unfortunately, he didn't have enough firsts to get DJ Moore.
How many firsts do you think would be required to find the master codebreaker, actually?
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be a lot, 7?
7?
Would anyone...
Does
could
anyone have
7?
Could... Anyway, it's not about Kyle. We think this might have been what happened, and if you remember how this scene actually plays out in the movie, what happens is they go to the casino, they try to find the master codebreaker, they've got their eyes on him, and then they go to jail for a parking ticket. And then when they're in jail, that's where they realize DJ Moore's not even the number 1 wide receiver anymore.
Yeah.
In fact, the real master codebreaker is Robbie Anderson.
Robbie Anderson, yep.
So we think this might be what happened.
Yeah, and you gotta credit Blake. Gotta give all the credit to Blake for scouring the tape and just watching it.
He did the work.
He did the legwork, and
he did the models.
Then he made it work. He's like, you know what? I'm getting Robbie in this deal. You can have Breeze, but I get the number 1 receiver in Carolina.
And a top 10 receiver so far this season. So
good for him.
Good for him. We'll see how it plays out. Hopefully, Robbie Anderson doesn't go on to betray his team as the code breaker in that movie does.
I mean, I feel pretty good as long as Adam Gase doesn't start coaching the Panthers. He'll probably be in good position.
Lord save us all if that happens. Kyle, we have a matchup of the week right behind us here. Do you want to share why that's the matchup of the week?
Chade and Russ. So you got stepson and Russ, and when this happened last time, we were in the playoffs.
The stakes were very high last time.
We were in the semifinals, and it looked like Russ had a chance, and then CMC took his lightsaber, much like Ben Solo, and drove it into the heart of Han Solo. It was
brutal.
Yeah, it was. There wasn't a dry eye in our league.
So that's the matchup of the week.
So we got a rematch. Chade really needs a win.
Chade needs the win, and he's got Kamara.
Ben Solo's been down on his luck. He's 1-7. He needs a win.
He could get it this week.
Yeah,
we'll
he
see.
could.
Russ is a pretty strong team. But we're watching in terms of real football, not fantasy football.
Mhm.
We're watching what's going to happen. The matchup of the week in real life is the Titans versus COVID. Or
The
Titans
NFL.
versus the NFL.
Yeah.
Who will win?
Mm-hmm.
We think so far COVID is definitely beating the Titans.
Yeah.
And the Titans are definitely beating the NFL. And so
Yeah.
we're not sure what will
And common
happen.
sense is definitely
That's the
nowhere
biggest
to be
loser.
found.
Yeah, the biggest loser of the week is common sense.
Yeah.
So hopefully
We
the
should
Titans.
make a show about that. The biggest loser.
The biggest loser, exactly. I think we're currently taping it.
Oh.
We're the biggest losers. But we're hoping that the Titans don't ruin the 2020 NFL season. We'll blame them instead of COVID.
Yep.
If they do ruin it.
Mhm.
So that's all for this week. May the force be with you.
Mhm.
We'll see you guys next time.